Okay. Now? Okay. Hello everybody. Good afternoon and good night. This is night time in Darwin. This is a live session from Darwin, Australia. So let me introduce myself first. So my name is Herwindu. People usually call me Windu, which is easier. So I'm working for Charles Darwin University, and my role at the university is the regional marketing manager. I'm responsible for the Southeast Asia, so I go to Southeast Asia all the time to meet with prospective students, to do a lot of counseling with parents, going to our education agents as well, and also going to universities, institutions to do all the partnership and arrangements and engagements with them. Okay, so I do a lot of consultation with students as well if they would like to study in Australia, especially in Charles Darwin University. Okay. I think it's probably best for me to show you Charles Darwin University video. We have a corporate video to show you what's like to study here, what's like to live in Darwin, the environment, the view. It's actually very, very beautiful. So I'm going to let you see the video in a minute. But again, I'd like to say thank you for your for viewing this presentation for all the students in Thailand, in Laos. But I hope you enjoy the video. The slide, yeah. Thank you very much. I really hope you enjoyed the video. for Charles Darwin University. So Charles Darwin University is located in Australia. We are actually in the top side of Australia. Okay. Located in Darwin, and where other states are located in the downside as well. So CDU has made a lot of achievements ever since it was established. So for example, CDU ranks nationally #1 in graduate salary outcome, and it is actually certainly reflects on the caliber and quality of students. The second one is that the CDU's ranking is number two in full-time graduate employment. So this again reflects on the quality of the teaching and high skill level gained by the student, including online and as well as on campus as well. So more than 85% of the students that graduated from CDU, they will actually be able to get a job straight after that as well. So I think which is really great for all international students. CDU is also widely known as the leading dual sector university in the Northern Territory, providing courses across vocational education training, so VET, and also the higher education, so ranging from bachelor degrees, then master's degrees, and then also PhD as well. So we are one of the top training providers, okay? And Darwin's proximity to the neighboring Asian countries and the multicultural populations living, working, and studying in Northern Territory, the Asia Pacific ranking as per Times Higher Education is very important for CDU. So that's why our location is actually very strategic. From Darwin to Singapore by plane, it's only 4.5 hours. And then from Darwin to Bali, for example, Bali in Indonesia, it only takes you about 2.5 hours. It's actually very, very short distance to travel from Australia to Indonesia, so Australia to Singapore as well. If we travel from Darwin to Sydney, to down south of Australia, that also takes about 4.5 hours, okay? So Darwin is growing rapidly with huge investments by state and federal government in various sectors, including infrastructure, making one of the fastest sustainable cities, and CDU is proud to be part of that journey, especially with the high ranking as well. And in terms of our employment statistics, it's actually really good as well. As I mentioned before, more than 85% of our international students, they will be able to graduate and get a job straight after that within 4 months. I think that's really good. And not only that, but the salary is actually pretty high as well. So again, Darwin is a unique place overall. It's not just as a destination, but also in terms of its multicultural population, proximity to Asia, and climate. Because here in Darwin is actually warm, quite warm, different compared to the rest of Australian cities. Okay, at the moment it's currently entering the dry season, which is pretty nice. So the weather is about 24, 23, about in the morning is about 20 degrees, which is really, really great as well. Okay. So the population is rapidly growing as well. So we have more than 60 plus nationalities and 70 different ethnic backgrounds currently living, working, and also studying at the Northern Territory. Okay. And in terms of our population, especially international student population at CDU, so number 1 is from China, number 2 is from India, number 3 is from Nepal, and number 4 is from Vietnam, Philippines, and then you have Thailand. We have also a good community of Thai here in Darwin. They usually do a lot of activities, a lot of events as well. A few months ago, we also had a Thai festival here in Darwin with a lot of food, a lot of pad thai, a lot of satay, a lot of sticky rice mango, a lot of delicious food as well. So there's always activity here in Darwin with all the different multicultural as well. Okay. So I like to tell you about the locations that we have. Yes, the main campus is located in Darwin, And even in Darwin itself, we actually have 3 campuses. So one is the Casuarina campus, which is the main campus, and that's where I go to. That's where my office is, okay? And in the main campus, of course, we deliver all the programs that we offer at CDU. Okay, and then the second one, we have also a campus that is located in the city area of Darwin, so in the main city CBD, that we offer programs in business and also engineering as well. Why business? Because it makes sense. The location is in CBD, so we do have a lot of partnership and partners, industry partners especially, that is located in the city. So it makes sense for us to be located in the city as well. The third one, we also have a campus in Palmerston. So Palmerston is more for vocational education training. So the programs that we have, such as beauty therapy, cookery, hospitality management, tourism, and so on as well. Okay. Before I forget though, if you have any questions or anything that you would like to ask, please put your questions in the message box, and then we'll be able to answer those questions after that. Okay. What else can I say? The programs that we have ranges from a lot of different areas, different fields, from business and law, accounting as well. We do have programs in engineering, IT, environmental science. We also have programs in arts, Bachelor of Arts. We have programs in disaster management as well. We have programs in health sciences, psychology, nursing. We have all those programs, a lot of different students as well, international students too. Okay. In terms of our scholarship, so we do have a lot of different generous scholarships available for you, for all international students. So ranging from 50% to 15%. Okay, so 50% to 15%. So depending on your academic score. So the one component or one criteria in order for you to get a scholarship is to be able to get a good academic. So we will always be looking at your previous academic result. Okay, so for example, if you have 80% minimum in your previous education background, you will be able to apply for the 50% scholarship that we offer from Charles Darwin University, and it's 50% for the whole duration of your program. So it's not only the first year, it's not only the second year, but it's for the whole duration of your 3 years degree for bachelor or 2 years degree for your master. Okay. Then we also have scholarship for 25%. 25% is 75% that you have to have academic. Even if you have 60% overall from your academic background, you can also apply for the 15% scholarship. Okay, so again, it's quite generous as well. There is a separate application though that you have to submit in order to be eligible for the scholarship. So there is an application form for the offer letter. So you need to get an offer letter for the university to get into the program. The other one is that you have to complete a scholarship form. Okay, so you have to complete these 2 forms and then submit it all together in your application, and then we will be able to assess it. Okay, in terms of how to apply, so there are 8 simple steps process for all international students to apply for a course at CDU. Okay, so the 8 simple step it's all listed in the website. So from selecting your programs, making sure that you meet all the entry requirements, including academic and also English. Then you have to complete all the documentation as well. And then you can also apply directly or also through education agents, official education agents in your country. So AIC here is also one of our official CDU agent based in Bangkok. So AIC will also be able to help you in giving you all the information, advising you what to do, what documentations to submit, and so on as well, including consultation, what programs that really suit you, especially for your future and career goals. Okay, because they will be able to help you. So once you submit the applications and then the scholarship form as well to us, it will take about 3 to 4 weeks in order for us to give you an outcome. Okay, so once we give you an outcome, then you will get a full offer from the university, from Charles Darwin University. You will need to review it, and then you will be able to accept it. You need to sign the document and also pay the tuition fees. Once you pay the tuition fees, and then we need to assess it, and then if everything is all right, we'll give you the ECOE. So ECOE stands for Electronic Confirmation of Enrollment, and you will need to have that ECOE in order to apply for student visa from the Australian Embassy from your country. Okay. So once you have the visa, that's it. You can come to Charles Darwin University. You can start studying after that as well. Okay. So once you arrive on campus, we do offer also accommodation on campus. So you can live on campus or you can also live off campus. The choice is yours. It's up to you. Okay. But we do have the on-campus accommodation, which is great. The price range is also very, very affordable for international students. It starts from $175 per week. Okay. So per week. For one person. So if you bring a partner or if you bring a family together with you, of course the price will vary. Okay, so $175 per week, range up to $1,000 if you choose to study in a better location or better choice of apartments and so on as well. If it's off campus, okay, but mainly the on-campus accommodation only start from $175. Okay. And this cost for accommodation usually also includes utilities, so such as water, electricity, gas, and also internet as well. So all is included into one package. You don't have to worry about other things as well. If you live off campus, so in an apartment share with other people, you may need to spend extra money because usually the rent is not included with the utilities. Okay. The last thing that I'd like to tell you about the living in Darwin here is also especially for international students, you will only need to spend about $7 per week for public transportation. Okay, and again, this is very, very affordable for international students. $7 a week that they can use, because as an international students, you are eligible for the concession rate that you can use. So wherever you go with bus, it's always $7 per week. Okay. I think that's about it from me. Darwin itself is actually a really, really good place. There's a lot of beach around it. It's surrounded by the beach and so on as well. We don't have the cold season, which is great as well. So it's very much tropical. So even the campus itself is surrounded by a lot of green, a lot of the trees as well. It's actually a very, very unique place. Very, very different, I think, compared to the rest of Australia as well. And the people, as I said before, the people are actually very nice. A lot of different nationalities. They do a lot of activities together. And it's really great, really. And what I also would like to highlight as well, that in terms of our courses and programs, most of our programs have embedded work integrated learning. So what does that mean for students is that they will be able to experience working in an Australian company or an Australian organization while they are still studying. Okay, so it's not going to extend their study. Is still within the allocated time frame of their study, whether 3 years or 2 years for master's degree. So they will be able to experience working in a real company as well, and they will be able to get those credits back to the courses. But it's the additional experience that they will be able to gain. Most of the courses has embedded work integrated learning. Okay. And I guess I also would like to mention is that a lot of people who has graduated, they find a job also mainly because of that internship and placement and work integrated learning as well. And a lot of them, as a fresh graduate, they usually earn about $65,000 per year as a fresh graduate, I guess, so for undergraduate level. But usually, if it's for a postgraduate level, they usually get a bit more higher, maybe around $68,000 per year, which is quite nice, which is quite good as well. Lastly, if I can also inform you about the part-time job here in Darwin, there is still a lot of opportunities as well. All international students are eligible or are able to do a part-time job, a maximum of 40 hours per fortnight. So I think that's really great. You'll be able to also get some additional pocket money, but also learning about how do we work, how the international companies are working, how and build your social life as well. I think that's really great in additional to your main study at the university. Okay. Again, I think that's sum up for the information for Charles Darwin University, and I encourage you to ask questions not only to me but also through AIC, which is our agent based in Bangkok. They are our official agent. Feel free to be in touch with us. In the presentation slides that I have. Has also all the resources that you'll be able to see, including videos, including testimonials from current and past students as well, that you'll be able to see. And you will see that there's also students from Thailand, from Laos, from Vietnam as well in the links that is provided as well. Right? Just would like to open the floor if there's any questions. Of Thai students, Laos students, we don't have a lot of population for Laos, but the last 2 semesters that I've been at the university is actually increasing. So every semester we have about 7 students from Laos every semester. So in a year, it's around 14. But then that numbers keeps increasing the last 2 semesters that I've been here. For Thai, it's also increasing as well. It's about 10 students that we have per semester. So a year. So in 1 year we have 2 semesters. So in a year is about 20 new students. Okay. Again, that numbers keep increasing all the time as well. All right. There is a main campus. Yeah, the main campus is in Casuarina. So that's where I go to for my work. But from one campus to another, so there are 3 campuses in Casuarina. In Darwin. So the 3 campuses, they are not very far apart as well. So it's very, very easy to go to one campus to another. It's about 20 minutes by drive from one campus to another. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. So we thank you for the question. So we do have a campus in Sydney as well as Alice Springs. So Alice Springs is the middle of Australia. Then we have a campus in Sydney as well. So it is our building as well. But the programs that we offer in Sydney is only for health related programs, because we are going to build as a health precinct. Okay, there isn't any other programs offered in Sydney for business or for engineering. No, everything is in the main campus in Darwin, but Sydney is only for health programs, including health science, nursing, and so on as well. So the location of the campus, it is in the central Sydney CBD next to Chinatown, so very centrally located. And yes, of course, all students are eligible or to apply for the scholarship as long as they meet the academic entry requirements. Is that great? Well, thank you very much. I hope that will give you a good summary of Charles Darwin University. It is such a nice such a nice university with different academics as well. A lot of the academics that we have also came from different nationalities. Okay. And what I like about Charles Darwin University and the way they teach as well is very much into theory and practical. So it's very balanced. So we need to ensure that that you have that you are ready to get employment, that you're ready to apply for a job right after you finish your degree. Okay. The academics as well are very friendly, so you have very good interactions with the academics. We have an open door policy for all international students, which means that you will be able to actually knock on their door and ask any questions that you may have, or also send an email to them. They will usually reply to you as well. In terms of our class size, depending on what subject that you are studying, but most of our classes is actually pretty small. So we have about 15 students per class only, so which is really great because you will be able to really focus and get a good relationship with your academics as well. So there's less distractions as well. Okay. So last thing that I'd like to mention here is the online learning. So CDU has been known for a long time as a very good online learning. So a lot of the students that we have also studying online. We have a very good platform that a lot of big universities are using as well, so that we give a lot of support, not just in terms of academic support, but also student assistance. There's always, we have a 24 hours a day, 7 days a week support that is continuously help the students as well. So most likely, because of the COVID-19 situation at the moment, a lot of the international students are not able to come to Australia, so we deliver a lot of the programs online. Okay, as I mentioned before, we have a very good system that is already in place since 20 years. So we are very confident that we'll be able to deliver even way better experience for international students to study online with us. Okay. I guess that's it from me. I hope this gives you a good overview of Charles Darwin University. And if you have any questions, again, feel free to contact myself or the agency AIC. And I hope you stay well and safe. Sure. Okay. 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 So in terms of the scholarships that we have, so we do offer generous scholarship for all international students. So ranging from 50% scholarship for the whole duration of the degree. So for example, if you do a bachelor degree, the duration is 3 years. So if your academic result meets the requirements, you may be eligible to get the 50% scholarship. So you get 50% scholarship for the whole 3 years. Okay. So 50% scholarship. We also have 25% scholarship, but it all depending on your previous academic results. Okay. So for example, if your bachelor degrees overall GPA. If you translate or if you convert it into a percentage, you get 85%, for example. Then with 85% from your bachelor degrees overall score, you are eligible to apply for the 50% scholarship that we have at the university. We also have 80%. So with 80%, you'll be eligible to apply for the 25% scholarship for the whole duration of the degree. And then with 70%, you also be able to get 25% scholarship, but only 1 year. So there's different levels. Okay, there's a website that summarize the information about scholarship. But as an overall, we offer 50%, 25%, and 15% as well. So this is the scholarship that we offer from Charles Darwin University. But I always encourage you to also look on other providers, such as the NT government, the Northern Territory government. They also offer scholarship up to $12,000 one-off flat payment. Okay, when you start, you get the $12,000 scholarship. Again, they've got the academic entry requirements that you need to achieve, of course. Additionally, I will ask you to, I'll always recommend you to look at other governments, for example, the Australia World Government scholarship, also maybe the Thai or the Laos government as well. They usually offer different scholarship too. In regards of the situation of COVID-19, I think we are all in this together. Of course, it's such an unfortunate situation for all of us. Also for Australia and also from Thailand and in Bangkok as well. In the confirmed cases in Australia, I think it's around 7,000 people that is infected. But very fortunately that Darwin, because it's situated in the north side of Australia, in the north part, and the weather is quite tropical, so we are actually the most secure place in Australia, because we only have a total of 29 confirmed cases in Darwin. Okay, while the rest of Australia have more than 100 or even 1,000 as well, especially in big cities such as Sydney and Melbourne. So yeah, so confirming that we only had 29 confirmed cases, but those 29 students have already recovered. So we have 0 cases, so which means that the city itself, at the moment, it's quite safe. The regulations and policies have been relaxed as well, so a lot of the people here in Darwin are able to move around, although still abiding the rule of the social distancing. But the shop is already open. The restaurants offer takeaway food. Some companies have already come back to normal, so work from the office like normal. And it's actually very, very safe, very safe. You also have a lot of police officers. They are also checking as well. A lot of businesses are providing with hand sanitizers, with masks as well. So we are all in this together, and they're all helping each other as well. But I can tell you, it is actually the most safest place in Australia as of now, because we have the least confirmed cases. The intake is coming, yes. The intake for July, the next intake that we have is in July. As you know, the Australian government has not opened its borders, so no international travel is allowed to come to Australia, unfortunately. So that means that we will have to offer a lot of our programs online. So you still be able to study in July, which is great. So you can still continue your study. You can continue with us online for semester 2. And then when the Australian government open its borders, and then we will be able to also accept you to come to CDU, and then you can transfer your study from online to on-campus delivery. If you don't prefer to do that, that's fine. You can come in the next intake, which is next year 2021, and we will start in March. Okay. There's also a possibility that we are opening an additional semester this year. So maybe around November, there is a possibility that we are opening in that semester as well. So you can actually replace your July semester because you're not able to travel to Australia. You can do it in November. It will be a very short study period though. So from November until March the following year, that will be your replacement for the July intake. Okay. So most likely that we are going to open for the November intake. But what I can recommend you, if you still want to study in July intake, you can, but it will be online. Okay, we're all hoping that the borders will be open very soon. I think the Australian government are currently discussing options and risk and so on as well. But hopefully they will be able to open the borders in July, so everyone will be able to start to come to Australia July onwards. Great. No more questions? Okay. Is it? Sure. Okay. Okay. Well, again, thank you very much for your time listening to Charles Darwin University. I'm very, very pleased to actually inform you our programs more. If you contact AIC or if you contact myself. But look, my advice and recommendation to you here is to be safe, of course, and also to apply for the degree that you're really passionate about in studying. Okay. And then start in July, which is fine. You can study online. And I really hope that we'll be able to see you at CDU very soon as well. As I said before, a lot of our academics are very, very nice, very, very friendly. They will guide you from the beginning until the end. And they are such an open-minded as well. They will really help you as best as they can for you to succeed. Okay. So again, thank you very much for your time. I wish you the best. And again, if there's any questions, please contact AIC or myself. And good luck. Good luck for your applications. Okay. Thank you and bye-bye.